And we are back picking up on page 379. We're going to be creating a pie chart. So this time we're going to once more go in and open up the chalkboard template. Going to center that on my screen, and I'm going to pick up my pie chart graph tool, and again select that area between the margins. I'm going to pick up my data. This time in data I'm picking up favorites, and I'm going to apply that to the pie chart and then close it. Picking up my direct select tool, I am going to start changing the colors. I have to click off and then reselect. I'm going to start changing the colors of the pie wedges. So I'm going to start with the pie wedge that is on the upper left and apply the lightest shade to that, and then I'm just going to work my way around the circle and change colors. Oh, and I think I nudged that one by mistake. Let me put that back. Then I'm going to pick up my selection tool, select the chart, right click on it, and select type. Under the options, I want to change the standard legend to Legends in Wedges and click OK. That's going to get rid of all of that stuff we had on the side and put the legend inside on top of those pie wedges. We can now save our file as favorites. I again need to right click the graph and pick up the data. Because we don't have anything numerical to show outside of the wedge size, we're going to be adding that information. So starting with Mocha, you're going to put in a pipe. Pipe is the straight up and down line. That's the shift and a slash, and that's located above your enter key. So shift, pipe, and then you're going to enter the numeric value as a percentage. So this one's going to be 12%. And then select latte, click in there and put in a pipe and 9%, and continue doing that around for each of the types of coffee. What the pipe does for this, it's a shorthand code to put in a return inside the legend. Once you have all of that in, you can click to apply, and then you can close the dialog box. Now we want to show the design elements again. And remember, those are located, all the items are located off to the side. So slide that over a little bit, and you're looking for the coffee cup. So just kind of drag that and pull that over onto your artboard. And you want to position that so that the bottom of the coffee cup is flush on the chart, and you want to kind of center that in your window, and you'll get the intersect pretty much with the center of your pie chart, which is centered on the window. That's a good place to drop that. Deselect, and then lock that layer so that you don't accidentally move the coffee cup when you're doing the next section. We're going to choose the scale tool and click the top center point of the pie graph to set that as the new transition point. And then let me make sure I've got this selected. No, I'm not on the graph. Let's go make sure I'm actually selecting the graph. And then I need to select, it's not going. Let me try this again. Oh, let's see. I need a selection, select it, go in and get the scale tool, set my point, and try grabbing it again. There we go. Now be careful how you drag this, because the little bit that you pull your mouse over to the side, you can actually flip this thing upside down. So try and go as straight up as possible. In fact, you can hold your shift key down and that will help. And you want to pull that up so it's on the inside of the lip on the cup. And I'm going to pull this side down. And I'll change that off in just a second. Let me bring this out and make it a little bit wider. And then I'm going to reset my transition point at the bottom, which isn't in the book. Whoa, let's try this again. Like I said, you can do all kinds of strange things with this. Pull that down and get it at the bottom where I was supposed to have had it to begin with. Move it back up again. And I need to go in from the sides. It really is nice the way that it lays everything down, but it can be a little bit of a booger to move. And well, I got it just about where I want it. Widen that out again. There it is. Okay. And then I'm going back to my selection tool. And I need to open up my character panel. And I want to change the text to the ATC Onyx Normal. Okay, I lost my Onyx Normal. So let me apply that and let me pause. Let me check this in my drop down. There it is, ATX Onyx Normal. Oh, it's part of the name. Okay, so I've got the normal selected, and then I need to format this to a 9-point typeface. And going back into my panel, let me check and make sure that everything is sized to the correct proportion. And now I'm going to pick up my direct selection tool, click off and go back in and reselect each one of the styles of coffee and drag them off and place them near the wedges so that they're not on top of the graphic itself. Now I'm going to shift click and select each one of the types of coffee, and I'm going to change the color to white. In my layers panel, I'm going to show the heading and the background and change the heading to read, "What is your favorite coffee?" And at that point, you can save the file and close it, and that's going to be the one you're going to turn in.